Sabe o que o YouTube já era? O vídeo foi retirado por copyright. Que legal. Cara, eu não acredito nisso, sério. Caralho, vai se fuder, YouTube. A transmissão foi cortada por copyright. Tá, eu vou ter que rapidamente botar a mão aqui de novo. Eu vou ter que agendar de novo.
Well, right now we're developing some new products, particularly in the display space. We want to take the experience to the next level. To help with that, one of our new products.
Ah, meu Deus. O acesso à transmissão não está mais não está disponível para essa conta. Por quê?
The users can overclock to 144. But what really takes it over to the next level is the inclusion of G-Sync HDR.
Ai, Deus do céu. Cara, eu não acredito nisso. Não acredito nisso.
Typically, you're looking at 300 to 400 nits. We're looking at 600 with the Predator X27 with a max of 1,000 nits.
Bom, eu não sei o que eu faço agora. Deixa eu ver aqui se eu consigo fazer outra coisa.
Well, one of the big things that helps is the color gamut that's available with these displays. We're able to do 99% of the Adobe color gamut, so it's better representing the vision of the art director.
Cara, a gente foi bloqueado de live stream no YouTube.
PC gamers tend to have a huge range of possible budgets. What are the different sort of products to look for at those price ranges?
Well, I mean, we cover the gamut from very simple and to the point to high performance esports.
Cara, agora já era, gente. O problema é que tem a Sony hoje, a maior conferência, a mais importante. Já era.
So one of the projects we've worked on is something called the Predator 21X.
Já
This is
era.
a 21-inch curved screen laptop with a mechanical keyboard.
Sim, ele tá falando de notebook.
Science materials. We did a really good thing. But you know what? To be serious, not just to joke, we actually have to ship this with a Pelican case to protect the laptop, and it sells for $9,000.
Cara, eu vou ver se apagando o vídeo resolve.
We sold every single unit we could make. So we cover
Vou ver se apagando o vídeo resolve.
of gaming.
You know, you brought up this Predator laptop, you brought up Predator monitors at the start of this segment. Where can people go to hear more about or even pick one up once they stop being sold out?
So that's the good news is that we're shipping now. Our customers, partners are selling them. The bad news is a few have already sold out of this new Predator X27 monitor. I believe Micro Center is still in stock. Amazon will be in stock again soon.
Well, thank you so much for joining me on stage, Eric. Frankie is awaiting in the balcony with our very next title.
The PC has always been the platform for crazy ideas.
Vou ter que apagar.
In our next game, Genesis
Não sei.
Alpha 1, you build and manage a space vessel, farm resources, deal with terrifying alien infestations, and explore a vast, randomly generated universe. Oh, and you can take DNA from the aliens you encounter across the galaxy, splice them with members of your crew to create new life forms. Just a typical day at the office. Let's take a look.
Greetings, Commander. You have been sent to
Genesis Alpha 1.
The mission is to find a new home for the crew on board of this ship. Expand your ship and explore the galaxy for resources and interesting new life forms. Feel free to experiment with DNA and alien abilities to maximize crew efficiency. Ready your weapons.
Pô, a capacidade de fazer streams para essa conta foi revogada. Duram 90 dias. Cara, sério. $90 dias.
Now, if you didn't catch the pre-show quiz, you might be wondering who my buddy is. Well, this, ladies and gentlemen, is Webster from Drake's Cakes, one of the PC gaming show's sponsors this year. And he's got a cool competition for you, the Drake's Cakes Packs giveaway.
Que grandes caíram, gente. Do que vocês estão falando?
PC and tabletop games, concerts, panels, exhibits, and tournaments. It's like a 4-day LAN party, festival, workshop, and concert rolled into one. The very lucky winner will enjoy a trip to PAX West, including 2 tickets.
Alguém sabe mais informação disso aí, por favor?
So if that's you, hit me up on those dates, because I am.
Todo mundo cai ao mesmo tempo, é isso? Será que vai voltar, gente? A higiene é a higiene.
You will get a discount code to get your hands on some delicious Drake's Cakes available on Amazon.
Bom, quem quiser bolo do pato.
Don't forget you can meet Webster in person at the E3 Concourse Walkway, where he'll be giving away Drake's swag and tasty treats all week. So if you see
Bom, vamos terminar pra esse game show, não tem jeito. Não tem jeito. Cara, mandar e-mail pra lá. Como eu vou mandar e-mail pra lá? Eu não levei strike, a gente não levou strike, a gente só perdeu a capacidade de fazer streaming no YouTube. Só isso.
grass.
Eu botei outro microfone, agora o microfone tem para funcionar.
Now, something that's very important to me is some of my favorite features from Just Cause 3. Can you talk to me about, like, the wingsuit, the grappling hooks? Like, are those coming back in Just Cause 4?
Everything you like. For example, the grappling hook is completely customizable. The combat model has been completely reworked, redesigned, enhanced,
Cara,
new weapon, new enemies, new AI.
Não, eu voltei porque eu botei. Calma, cara. Eu botei o outro microfone. O microfone da
wind that we saw from the tornado, is it just like basic wind effects also get incorporated as well?
Again, it just goes, so not even just an effect. So there is wind, it's physics, and acts with your parachute, grappling hook, and the rest. Yeah.
Well, where can people go to get some, we'll call it first-hand footage of what Just Cause 4 can deliver?
They can check it out at justcause.com/E3 for 3 days.
Cara, não tá mais reconhecendo o microfone.
E3 hasn't
Alô?
started yet. Starts tomorrow, so June 12th through 14th.
Eu não sei se o microfone tá funcionando mais.
For joining us on stage. I look forward to the hilarity of Just Cause 4. Now, our next
Overkill Software and Starbreeze are the creators of Payday and Payday 2. Therefore, it goes without saying that these studios are some of the most
Eu tô tentando
talented
ajeitar o
makers of
microfone, gente.
cooperative shooters.
Mas
And the
não
next
funciona.
one is
Agora o
set
microfone
in
parou de funcionar
familiar
também.
but new apocalyptic Washington, D.C.
Eu não consigo mandar e-mail pra
Here's the
eles.
first gameplay footage for Overkill's The Walking Dead. And keep your eyes peeled for the release date at the end.
Vou escrever aqui, mano. Mais coisa que nada. Vamos ver o Walking Dead aí. Starbreeze, lembra do pessoal que fez Payday?
So many things. Husbands and wives, doctors, teachers, writers and architects. But when the world ended, all that ended too. Every day we fight for more than survival. We fight to build a new life. Alone, we're weak.
Bom, mandei e-mail, mas as últimas vezes que eu mandei e-mail pra eles não responderam, então.
Chance.
Não deu esperança. Tá, agora eu tô olhando aqui o YouTube e tá dando internal server erro. Sério, aqui. 6 de novembro. Sério, aqui. Esse é o YouTube, gente.
And I have more good
Tá que
news
pariu, mano.
for fans of The Walking Dead. Overkill's game
Cara,
for The Walking Dead is coming
vejam
soon,
isso.
but we have a second completely different Walking Dead game that we're getting the chance to talk about right now.
Esse é o YouTube,
This
gente.
is Telltale's The Walking Dead, the final season. Joining me on stage to talk about it is the
Eu não
lead
consigo-
writer
Deixa eu ver
James
de eventos aqui.
Windler and the voice of Clementine
Eu ainda
herself,
tô indisponível de
Melissa
fazer evento.
Hutchison. Thanks for joining me on the stage.
Our pleasure.
Now, I want to ask right away for, people who've played through the first 3 seasons of The Walking Dead. In terms of the gameplay, what's some of the familiar and what's some of the new?
Okay, so for people who don't know Telltale,
Espero que até às
we are
10
a
volte pro
story-based
YouTube, senão já era.
we focus on
Não tem
narrative.
jeito não.
We've had our roots in
Estamos focando na narrativa.
the old school point and click adventure games.
Estamos no point and click também. E agora travou. Travou sem motivo. Sério, tá tudo falling a parte total.
Mechanic, like our choice wheel.
Yeah.
And that's all familiar.
Cara, meu microfone morreu.
that should,
Legal,
the choices
ele não
branch the
funciona mais.
narrative. What's new this year, we have traditionally like combat and action. We've done with QTEs and like swipes and button mashes and all of that.
This year, with the final season, we're introducing segments of unscripted combat.
Yeah, we see some of this right here.
Yeah, so Clem probably just brutalizes on me there.
Of course she is.
And
oh yeah, so we also have like the orbital cam, like the over-the-shoulder camera. So that's like offering our players opportunities to explore our environments, which you can also see from the B-roll.
Alô? Ah, agora eu consegui fazer o microfone voltar, pelo menos. Bom, ainda estou com a transmissão desativada.
Now, I want to ask about the story. I mean, Telltale games always have that as the central feature. Where does The Walking Dead, the final season, start off?
Okay, so it starts, Clementine has been on the road for a long time. We are post-time jump in the comics. She's been on the road. She's traveling with AJ, who is an orphan boy, who is the closest thing that she has to family.
Bom, se alguém tiver alguma outra informação, porque
running out of steam on the road, it's like proving to be untenable. The final season, Clementine discovers a school, a secluded school, where there are no adults, and essentially.
Cara, o stream da Sony é o stream que sempre dá mais audiência pra gente no YouTube. É por isso que eu tô chateado. É o stream que traz mais audiência, que traz mais inscritos. Não tem motivo. E agora também, se a gente quiser fazer outro tipo de live, não vai poder.
Now, Melissa, I want to ask what your experience has been like, because it's rare to have, a voice actress journey along with the character.
Cara, como é que eu vou fazer um vídeo agora?
How long ago was the first recording that you did?
Well, it was 2012, but we might have.
Enfim, já deve estar acabando. A conferência da Sony é 10.
We're not going to do math on it.
Yeah, we're not doing math. That's not happening right now. It's been a long time, and it's not only just playing one character. It's actually been aging with her, growing with her, and falling deeper and deeper in love with her, and starting as this young child who's as playing as Lee, it's your job to protect her, and then organically moving through all these seasons, and now you're playing as Clementine. I mean, really, this is a fan-driven game, so this final season is for the fans, and you're going to be playing as Clementine and protecting AJ, and this is just near and dear to my heart. And
how do you feel about the fact that this is the end?
Well, I mean, it's bittersweet. I'm super sad. I'm super psyched. Of course, it'll be sad to end her journey, but I'm really looking forward. Obviously, I'm surrounded by talent with Telltale Games, and I have no doubt that the writers and the creatives are going to crush it. So. Sad but happy? It's all very confusing. I'm a very confused human right now. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I'm someone who's played through all of the Telltale Walking Dead games. I would love to know when the final season is coming out.
August 14th. We ship August 14th, and it's available for pre-order right now.
Be sure to check it out. Thank you so much for joining me on stage today. Once again, that's thewalkingdeadgames.com, or you can find it on Steam as well. For our next title, Frankie, we're going to head back to you on the balcony.
Next up, have I got a treat for you. Coming straight out of Finland from Nolla Games, it's a magical action roguelike that asks, is that a wand in your pocket, or are you just trying to kill me? Don't let the retro art style fool you. Noita is set in a procedurally generated world where every pixel is physically simulated. Let's take a look.
Cada pixel simulado nesse mundo já é procedural. Porra. O action roguelike que cada pixel é simulado. Caralho. Nolla Games apresenta. Granada Santa. Cara, que ideia maneira, sério. E olha, ele fez um portal com água. Cara, isso me lembra um pouco de Worms. Apesar de um Worms não ter física, né? Lemmings e Worms, né? Era um pouco assim. Noita. Tá lá na Steam.
Our next title is one that's very near and dear to my heart, as it is the spiritual successor to one of my favorite childhood games, Theme Hospital. Joining me to talk about it are the two founders of 2 Point Studios to talk about 2 Point Hospital. Join me in welcoming Dr. Webley and Dr. Carr.
Dr. Webley e Dr. Carr. Ah, é o 2 Point Hospital. É o Theme Hospital que eles vão lançar.
Great suits. And I gotta ask,
O tema, o espiritual, o sucessor espiritual do Theme Hospital.
how does one run a hospital in 2 Point Hospital? Wait, oh my gosh, is the stethoscope eliminating your microphone? Oh, you know what?
What the fuck?
We do this every year. Come here, talk to me.
Okay.
How do we
Que
run a
isso?
hospital?
So 2 Point Hospital is a game about
O estetoscópio tava zoando o microfone dele.
your own hospital. It's
Yeah.
in,
Talk directly at my tie.
yeah, listen, you said don't talk there.
What the fuck?
Out here, you said.
Yeah,
O jogo tem cara que vai ser muito legal.
There's a lot of customization. This is not working at all.
Yeah, it's great.
Great. Carry on.
Well, carry on then. Yeah, a lot of customization, a lot of interesting characters in our world, which with all these different characters we had to come up with some really interesting illnesses and cures for them. And you have fun in 2 Point County exploring different regions and curing people with different ailments. And as you can see on the screen, we've got... this is real. We actually researched this. It's a certain element.
Doenças reais. É, pra quem não sabe, Theme Hospital, enfim, você tem as doenças, tem que administrar um hospital e tem um bando de doenças malucas. E sério, esse jogo vai ser com certeza muito foda, porque Theme Hospital é muito foda.
Yeah, so I mean, no, tell me about it. Like, what is the sort of late game sort of experience that you'll be playing through? Because this looks like it's quite deep into the running of a hospital.
Yeah, this is later on. So you start off and you're researching and you're training up staff, you're diagnosing illnesses, and you're hopefully curing them and making money, and then heading off.
I see this malady. Yeah, I see this malady called turtle head. Can you explain?
Que é a doença cabeça de tartaruga.
Yes, it's when the head becomes so shrunken it gets stuck in the neck orifice, just pops out slightly. And,
a cabeça fica pequena e fica presa na traqueia.
Yeah, well, this is something you've maybe we've all been there. I know. This is one where a little bit of suction always helps. And
and he's gone. And out it comes. Yeah. Now, we had to research how to do that.
That's actually a real illness.
Yeah, it is. It's real.
Now, I had to ask about something that I think every young man has to deal with at some point. What is a monobrow infestation?
Yeah, well, monobrow is,
monobrow infestation, ou seja, é a doença de monocelha.
But yeah, it needs to be diagnosed and cured pretty quickly. If it doesn't, it'll fester, and you might shed a bit of hair.
Olha, se você espirra, a doença vai se espalhando, aí você tem que eliminar as monocelhas.
Got rid of before the health inspectors arrive.
It looks like the monobrows are multiplying in the hospital.
They breed very, they're big.
Tem um arcade ali da SEGA.
They like dirty places.
Cara, como assim você tem que caçar as monocelhas, cara?
So you gotta keep your hospital clean and
What the fuck?
Otherwise, they're gonna breed and you'll have a trouble.
I want to ask about sort of how the game evolves over time, because Theme Hospital is very mission-based. How does
o Theme Hospital tinha missões, como é que esse jogo vai evoluir?
Yeah, so once you've started your first hospital, it's a pretty simple affair, and then you move on through 2 Point County. There's different regions. There's a cold region. There's warm regions with contagious diseases, and there's
poor regions, there's rich regions.
Yeah. So we've got volcanoes.
Yeah, we've got all sorts of wonderful. Weird effects can happen in different parts of the world.
So you might struggle to manage your hospital empire because a volcano went off nearby.
Yeah, it's about spinning plates, isn't it? You've got everything set up nicely, and then.
Enfim, a gente tá falando um monte de doenças malucas interessantes.
Well, I'd love to know more information about when 2 Point Hospital is coming out.
Well, we're coming out fall, and you can check us out by going onto our Steam page and hopefully wish listing. And we're coming later in the year.
We're told.
No.
Well, I'm personally, again, really looking forward to it coming out. Thanks so much for joining me, Doctor and Doctor.
Thank you.
Talk about 2 Point Hospital. Now, our second Battle Royale game of the afternoon takes a
jogo Battle Royale.
RPG-esque bent, and you may have even seen it getting streamed on Twitch in the previous week. Let's take a look at Hi-Res's Realm Royale. me to talk about Realm Royale is the executive producer at High Res Studios. It's Rory Newbrough, aka Dry Bear. Mr. Dry Bear, what separates Realm Royale from other types of battle royale games in the genre?
It's a good question. So before you go up into the air to determine where you land on the map, you'll actually choose from a list of fantasy classes like mage or hunter or assassin and specify a unique playstyle before you land.
How do these different classes work?
So the engineer will be more about bunkering down, putting up shields, putting down turrets. The assassin will get behind the lines using stealth, use a sniper rifle to take out targets, and the warrior will just jump in there throwing axes and being crazy.
And, you know, in some of the streams that I've watched, it also seemed like there were abilities, not just the loot and find stuff. Can you talk to me about how the ability mechanics work?
Once you choose a class, it will come with a set of abilities, and you'll actually be upgrading these during the match, but it specifies your playstyle. And so as you're looting, abilities as well as armor and weapons will come out of the chests.
Okay.
You'll start equipping that and determining the playstyle you want, and so you can just really specify.
And, you know, you mentioned this a little bit. I've seen it on stream. Talk to me about crafting in the game. I mean, how does crafting work in a game where there's...
Cara, sério, que clone safado de Fortnite. Tenta entrar em contato com o Twitter aqui do... Ah, tá, esse é o tal do Realm Royale. É, o Realm existe, né, um jogo mobile. Eu já vi propaganda desse jogo por aí. Não, ele tem relação com o Realms, que é um outro jogo mobile a lá MOBA da vida. Ele tá de graça na Steam.
E3 exclusive.
That's right. So free
Tem
on
coisas
Steam
boas
right
na
now for less than a
E3.
week now, and we were already number 4 on Steam charts. And this week at E3, through Mixer, if you stream on Mixer and you're playing, the streamer that gets closest to the Crown Royale will enter into the hype zone, and so everyone will see you on. You'll be featured on the main page of Mixer. You'll have a chance to win the Jailbird Chicken Skin, which is our first piece of
Jailbird
cosmetic.
Chicken Skin.
It's a little
What
chicken
the
with
fuck?
like a little jailbird, like prisoner outfit, and just box around. It's hilarious.
Yeah, and if you don't know the chicken mechanic, seriously, please look it up
Mecânica
right
de
now.
galinha.
Rory, thanks so much for joining me on stage to talk about Realm Royale. Once again, it's for free on Steam right now. Our next game is one that was shown at last year's PC gaming show, and Frankie has some updates of what they've been up to.
Yes, Sean, as you may remember, our next game is made by a core team of just 2 people. It's
time de 2 pessoas agora.
And it's a farming and creature collecting indie inspired by
jogo-
Pokemon, Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing.
Ou inspirado por Pokémon, Animal Crossing e Harvest Moon.
First look at their unique combat system, along with plenty of cute ooblets and environments. Let's take a gander.
O Double Fine que tá sendo publisher. Cara, que jogo maneiro. Você vai ter bichinhos e coisas pra botar na casa. Cara, que gráficozinho bonitinho. Ooblets. Engraçado, eu já tinha ouvido falar desse jogo antes, mas acho que eu não tinha visto gameplay. É, acho que foi mostrado ano passado, com certeza.
Now, it wouldn't be a PC gaming show without a dash of strategy, which is why I'm delighted that we get the chance to share with you the next in the
Cá são
Anno games.
8h30.
Let's take a look at Anno 1880.
Ah, vai ter o novo ano. Pra você ver, o ano é da Ubisoft, né? Ela não mostrou na conferência dela. E pra você ver, vocês ainda fabricam, vocês ainda fazem ano é porque ainda tem gente pra assistir, pra jogar.
Joining me on the stage to talk about it is the executive producer, Burkhard Rattheiser, and community developer, Bastian Thun. Gentlemen, welcome to the stage. I want to begin right away by asking, for people who haven't seen or experienced the Anno series, what are these types of games like?
Yeah, well, Anno 1800 is a PC only real-time strategy game, and it's kind of mixing city building together with economic simulation and naval warfare. And at its core, it's a sandbox game, so you have a vast amount of freedom to explore the world and build huge cities.
And I wonder if you could talk to me a little bit about why
Foi 90 minutos de live. Mandei mensagem pro Twitter, do YouTube e nada.
So we had two industrial revolutions. We had major scientific inventions, and also big social changes, and also the creation of the big imperial empires. So it's a really rich era.
And what are some of the elements that we'll get to see from the 19th century in Anno 1800?
So it's kind of, for the player, it's well, basically you start with the first kind of medieval settlements, and then it's kind of.
Por que o canal se chama GameFM? É porque a gente tem uma rádio, na verdade. Só que essa rádio ainda existe, né? Mas ela não é mais o foco da gente.
And I understand that you have a very unique take on how to work with the community, how to gather feedback. I was wondering if you could talk to me about what is Anno Union.
So last year at Gamescom, when we actually revealed the game, we decided on, it's pre-alpha, we revealed the game, we invited the community to basically become a member of our development team. So we launched our Anno Union platform. It's a place where we give constant weekly updates on the current development and invite players to give feedback and basically help us developing the game.
Can you give me like an example of exactly how some choices have been steered by the community?
So there's a lot of different stuff we did. So like from the feedback we got on our blogs and focus playtests where invited players, we got so much great feedback, which helped to completely rebalance the mid and late game of the game. Also, we heavily expanded on core features of the game based on feedback. We said like, okay, that really seems to work. Players like that, so okay, let's do it. Like improve the quality a little bit even more.
Yeah.
But they can also vote on actual game content. So we had a big vote for an AI opponent in the game, for a community creation contest where they could create their own island and stuff like that.
Quem morreu?
I understand that some of this
O criador do momento morreu.
Right now is pieces that people can go to anno-union.com and vote on right now.
Exactly. So right just in time for E3, you can go to anno-union.com, check out, we have a vote up where you can vote on one of 5 ships in the game. And that's only the first stage, because in the second stage, we will allow you to design your own ship variant. So the winner of that first vote, then you can hand in your own design notes, drawings, 3D models, whatever you like. And the winner of that contest will actually make it into the game.
Now, where is the website that people can go to again to get the most information right now?
Yeah, just check out anno-union.com.
Valeu, obrigado, Wander.
That's basically our big community platform, and we want to invite especially strategy gamers, PC players out there to come help us developing the game, sharing feedback. Just check it out.
Well, gentlemen, thank you for joining me on stage to talk about Anno 1800. Our next title is the final battle royale of the
O último Battle Royale da noite.
It's going to be talking about it, and it's a little bit, maybe not what you'd expect.
O diferente que você espera.
Tiny Build is known for discovering distinctive indie developers
Tiny
and
Build.
bringing their quirky ideas to the fore, with Cluster Truck, Speedrunners and Hello Neighbor among their catalogue of hits. And now I'm delighted to be able to bring you the world exclusive reveal of a game developed by Galvanic Games in cooperation with Explosion. Inspired by the Cyanide and Happiness webcomic, Rapture Rejects is
Do Cyanide and Happiness?
You've never seen one before, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not.
Que?
Top down, isometric, cartoony, and basically bonkers.
What
Let's
the
take a look at
fuck?
what happens when the man upstairs makes an epic feel and only beams up the bad people. Introducing Rapture Rejects.
Rapture Rejects. Battle Royale baseado no Cyanide and Happiness, what? What?
Dear God, every day I strive to be closer to your light.
Rezando pra Deus, ficar mais perto.
I pray that when Judgment Day,
Quando o dia do julgamento chegar,
comes upon us, when you bring all the good people to heaven,
traz todas as pessoas pro céu e venha em glória eterna. Amém. Não, o Dr. Pepper é que copiou eles, tá? Não sei se você sabe disso. Dá uma ajuda aí. Valeu. Foda-se. Rapture Rejects. Agora eu entendi porque que o nome é esse. Caralho, cara. What the fuck? É um Battle Royale baseado em cena de Happiness. Como assim? Haha. Caralho, como assim? A ideia é boa mesmo. Só não sei como é que vai funcionar em isométrico, não é? Eu não acredito que a gente teve que mostrar esse trailer, que a gente conseguiu mostrar esse trailer, foi muito bom. E agora o último jogo. Opa! Ah, vou falar de Hitman. Vamos dar uma olhada em Travou. Hitman 2. Oh, vai ter coisa de corrida. Maneiro. Cara, tu vai ter que assassinar um piloto. Uou! Viver a Miami. A corrida de inovação está no último dia. Robert e Sierra Knox. Maneiro, hein? Cara, vai ser basicamente mais do mesmo. Eu acho que o que eles tinham planejado pra lançar como episódios depois, eles botaram um novo jogo. Faça do mundo a sua arma. Baiacu. Aí, ó. Caralho. Cara, Hitman é muito bom, né? Puta que pariu. 13 de novembro. Vamos ver se vai ser bom, né? Torcendo pra que seja. Agora o cara IO Interactive vai falar com ele.
Come on out, we've got to talk. Assassination. Hey, Sean. Welcome, Jacob. Thanks for joining me. I mean, right away, tell me, what is Agent 47 doing in Miami?
Well, he's there to, pay a visit to Sharon Robert Knox, who are part of the Kronstadt Empire. And, yeah, we all know how that ends, right?
Well, given that it's a Hitman game, I have some hints. And, you know, I always felt like in the Hitman games, the environment was so critical, trying to study and trying to understand it. What are some of the elements in Miami that will show up in Hitman 2?
Yeah, well, absolutely. Miami is, I think it's one of the biggest events we've ever created in the game. And in Miami, we have, of course, the race as the centerpiece.
Yeah.
But being this super high-detailed sandbox, we also go to great lengths to actually create all the surrounding bits and pieces, like we have here, backstage area. Of course, we also have that in Miami. So pits and paddocks, there's an emergency room, and so on. So all the facilities needed in order for you to kind of make your own way through the mission and take advantage of the locations and all the different disguises and items you stumble upon as you move in closer to your targets.
And in terms of mechanics, I know that there's going to be a lot of the familiar feels, but what are some of the brand new mechanics that are in Hitman?
Yeah, some of the new stuff is, for instance, the crowds we saw here in Miami. First of all, there's more than ever.
Yeah,
we're close to 2,000 people now in the scenes, and on top of that, we also introduced a new crowd mechanic where you can dip into the crowd if you get in trouble. So as long as they are not fleeing or running away, then they're there for you to hide in. So in case you get chased by guards. Another new thing is the picture-in-picture mechanic where you get information about what's going on other places in the level. So if you're setting up traps and stuff like that, you can kind of keep track of where the important characters are. And last but not least, we have the fan favorite, which is the sniper briefcase is back. But this time it's not only for sniper rifles, it's also for all the other things you want to carry around kind of without causing too much attention to yourself.
And I want to ask about some of the weapons and the disguises that have been showing up throughout these trailers.
Yeah, we go to great lengths. I think the theme of this showing is going to be the fish. It's really it's a studio favorite. We're having a lot of laughs at that, right? And then of course you just saw it in the kitchen as a frying pan. So we all know the kitchen is the most dangerous room in your house, right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah, of course.
Also counts in Hitman.
And I want to ask about some of my favorite content from Hitman, things like elusive targets, limited time events. Will those be making a comeback?
Absolutely. So there's still going to be escalations for you to kind of challenge the game in many different ways. There's going to be challenge packs, again, new challenge for you. And then, of course, the elusive targets that pop up for a short period of time only. And you have one shot at this or... Yeah, bust.
As my final question, the expected question, when does Hitman 2 come out?
Hitman 2 comes out November 13, and if you pre-order right now, you also get access to a new game mode called Sniper Assassin, where you get to play as Agent 47, and also, for the first time in the franchise, you can play along with a friend in the co-op mode.
Well, Jacob, thank you so much for coming out. I'm super looking forward to Hitman 2. I might be the worst Hitman ever, but I try hard. Now, Jacob, I'm going to thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm going to escort you off to the right. So you're going to rush off this way, because coming in from the left, for the first time ever, vaguely nearby me, it's the co-host, Frankie. Come here, Frankie.
Hey, let me come down from the balcony for good behavior.
Excellent. Well, Frankie, we did it.
Bom, o PC Game Show está acabando. Esse ano foi muito bom. O que não foi bom foi o YouTube, né? Mas...
Thanks to Twitch, chat. I know that everything you said was appropriate and intelligently thought out. And of course, this year we're curating even more great PC games from the Facebook booth in E3 South Hall. Last, and of course not least, a huge thank you to all our wonderful sponsors who let the PC Gaming Show come back for a 4th straight year. They are Hi-Res Studios, Digital Extremes, Archangel Hellfire, Team 17, Stardock Entertainment, Acer, Predator, Improbable, Oculus Rift, Drake's Cakes, Tripwire, Frontier Developments, and Square Enix. We hope you have a wonderful E3 and go play some damn video games. Cheers!
Thank you!
Valeu, gente. Eu vou fechar aqui também. Valeu.